Manchester United have academy options to develop their own Frenkie de Jong. Manchester United are still working on a deal to sign Frenkie de Jong but are yet to convince him about joining the club. United have spent their entire summer pursuing Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie is going to Hollywood, and Manchester United won't be able to relax as they approach the 11th week of negotiating with Barcelona for their top transfer target. United and Barcelona have already overcome the hurdle of agreeing a fee for the Dutch international, but there is still the sizable task of actually convincing him to move to Old Trafford, particularly after he was named in their squad for the upcoming US tour. De Jong has spoken on record about his preference to remain at Dream Club Barcelona this summer, and there have been conflicting voices from Spain about whether or not the Catalan club really want to sell him. If personal terms are ever actually agreed, and it must be said United remain confident in completing a deal, then De Jong will no doubt speak of his honor to be joining such an historic club, but the hard truth is they are not his first choice, and that will bring about question marks over his commitment to the cause. From United's point of view, they have pursued a transfer for too long to simply walk away with their tail between their legs right now, but in a summer where they are trying to reinvent themselves as stern negotiators, they risk jeopardizing it by letting the De Jong saga unravel even further than it has done already. The club's desire was to get De Jong in place before the preseason tour started so that he could be effectively integrated into the first-team squad and hit the ground running in the Premier League, but right now they'd just settle for having him signed any time before the deadline passes on September 1st. United suits don't want to be blamed for overruling Erik ten Hag in his pursuit of a reunion with his top summer target, but soon there must come a time when serious discussions are held about looking elsewhere in their midfield rebuild. Throughout the pursuit, United officials have insisted they have been holding talks with alternatives in case a move for De Jong doesn't materialize. It is widely accepted that the Dutchman is viewed as the outstanding candidate by Ten Hag, with the others quite clearly backup options rather than like-for-like replacements. United's dilemma is whether they continue to put all their eggs in one basket by upping the ante in their pursuit of De Jong, a player who has reservations about joining, or whether they take the hit by signing a slightly lower quality player but one who actively wants to be a part of the club's project going forward. And the way United have started in preseason might well endorse the latter option, with Fred and Scott McTominay both still key members of the squad under Ten Hag and Christian Eriksen also capable of playing in a deeper role next season. With talented trio James Garner, Charlie Savage and Zidane Iqbal also at their disposal heading into the new campaign, there might be an argument to suggest a De Jong backup is enough to bolster their ranks this summer, given that they wouldn't expect to be starting every match in the same manner as the Barcelona star. Instead, United's midfield rebuild might be more about the system they operate in rather than the personnel they buy, with those already at the club capable of being developed into the type of midfielder Ten Hag wants to be able to dictate their play from deep. United might struggle to sign De Jong this summer, but it could in turn help them develop their own player in a similar mold. Subscribe to my YouTube channel MUFC Hotspots for more information about Manchester United.